Streaming. I mean, hello. I love streaming. Hi.
I think you're just mildly fed up with how long this is taking to finish VLR.
Me? No, I love streaming with my boyfriend. Oh, for God's sake, get me out of here.
Aw,
I'm,
babe.
I'm a celebrity. Get me out of here. Actually, I'm not a celebrity. I'm female impersonator Julianne Morris. I'm a exact replica of Julia Morris. I am the clone of Julia Morris. I am six-time Oscar winner Julia Morris. I am a robot of Julia Morris. I will vlog that again when we go to Tumblr so we get to watch it all again. I love that. She's just like, I am a spicy. She had like so many that she could die. It's like, oh, but her. It's funny. Hell, that's probably where they got it from. I believe that's where they got it from because that's been around longer than
Yeah.
I
Though I think they kind of twisted it and made it their own, where it became
yeah,
more and more horrible.
Well, yeah, of course. But that's the first thing I think. It's like, I'm legally obliged to stay 500 feet away from him, Julia Morris.
But I'm also legally required to stand about 10 during filming.
Yeah, something like that or something. And the long-lost twin of Julia Morris.
Oh,
I am a.
my bit rate
I'm a
dropped
pinata.
a lot
That's
just there. Ooh.
Oh. Damn you, Julia Morris. Just kidding, we love you. Anyway. I'm a giant pinata with Julia Morris inside.
I think I lost about 11 seconds. Ugh.
Oh my god. Oh.
No. Alright. Anyway, share screens?
Sure, why not?
Yeah.
Doing my
Whatever, it doesn't go. Alright.
promo.
The ABB game will continue until someone opens the number 9 door. If someone reaches 9 BP and doesn't open the door, the game will keep going.
Oh man, that's a relief. Please don't scare us like that again.
The Ambidex gates have closed. Round 3 of the Ambidex game will be star keys. There is no... The Ambidex...
As many times as we want, huh? Then that means...
As long as you have the star keys, you can play the AB game as many times as you want.
You probably won't be allowed to play it continuously, however. There's a period of time between when the
No,
doors
I'm not
open
farting. I'm
and when
just
the
making
polling
noises
ends.
with my mouth.
Yeah.
Based off the last 2 rounds, I think it's
You
about
know,
45 minutes
like you
long.
normally do.
That is a really long period, though. 45 minutes?
40-minute period, that's nothing. Just ask some women. But there.
Oh, babe. So you can
Oh,
repeat the game once every 45 minutes or so.
Oh,
I feel
that's
so
right.
bad for women.
What?
Didn't Zero Jr. say something about
Are
that?
you talking to me or?
Oh, I'm reading the game.
Oh, sorry, no, I was just saying, I feel so bad for women that have to go through that. I mean, granted, they all have to go through that, but like, that gotta fucking suck. Having a period, like, just. Ugh. Like, cause, I don't know, that's one of the random things that pops in my head, because somebody I was working with today said apparently she's, having one of her days, and I just feels like, I just feel so bad for that, like, especially, like, for people, like, you have to go to work when you're dealing with that. Not all people do. Some people decide just not to go to work. But the people that do...
At least
like,
if it's a especially worse day.
Yeah. I just, like, that's gotta suck to think, like, it's something that's happening with you, and you can't just be like, oh, sorry, I'm, this and this, can't do this. You have to go about your whole life, and I just feel like, that's gotta fucking suck.
Yeah. I mean, at least this doesn't come all at once.
Yeah,
That actually reminds me of a Tumblr post where someone said, "Why does weather fall continuously instead of all at once?" Incoming!
Oh no! Yeah. Oh god.
Huge barrage of snow just falls. Just imagine what a blizzard would be like. A really heavy blizzard all at once that would fucking destroy your roof. I imagine people wouldn't live where hurricanes are if that were the case either. But then again, the way that theoretically would work would also just be a really short typhoon in the ocean. Because it wouldn't even be able to get to land.
My goodness. Just
this theory goes deep. Anyway.
Yeah, this theory, you're gonna fucking call MatPat and be like, hey, guess what? I have an idea for you.
I meant the theoretical stuff. I see a person. Hello, Justin.
Justin! Powering down.
Oh, yeah. What are your bracelets, guys? Looks like I'm a red solo.
I'm a magenta pair.
Whoa.
Me too.
Whoa, whoa.
That means we'll be a team this time. I think we'll do great. Yeah.
I need to record more other things. I've, like, literally just been recording ever since I finished Resident Evil, which reminds me the last finale episode's coming out tomorrow. Yippee.
Ooh.
Ever since I finished Resident Evil, I am literally just been recording Wild Arms the past, like, 2 weeks. I've got, like, 30 episodes now.
Oh, wow.
It's so funny that it's just... I've been doing that nonstop, and it's just... Which is... I think it's so funny because it's going to be still the longest series when I could be done with the other games by now, but I'm just like, no, I'm going to keep going on Wild Arms. Why not?
I mean, if you're having fun, why not?
Well, exactly. But the thing is, I only put out one Wild Arms a week, so I've got content for months.
That's true. Although I feel like at some point you might want to bump that up to 2.
But the problem is those are long. The problem is the Wild Arms videos tend to be longer.
Oh, right, because Wild Arms is just that long.
Well, yes, but also because I try to go through full dungeons. And on more than one occasion, because again, I'm recording with the new way to record, you can only record up to 60 minutes, really 59. And getting through a certain dungeon, I won't even realize how long I've been recording because it'll just go, clip, saved. And I'm like, oh, fuck. I've had to do that about 2 or 3 times where I've had to stop it, go back to the point, go back and watch the video, edit the video where it's at a point where it's like, okay, I can stop there. Then I can just recreate that and be like, look, this is part 2. I planned this all along. You know, but I've got a lot of videos there. I need to finish Grim Fandango. I need to start Destroy All Humans. And I was going to do Dead Island instead of after Resident Evil 4, but I think I've changed my mind. I'm going to do the Origin Collection instead of Resident Evil.
Alright.
I'm still going to focus on Dead Island, but, like, Dead Island's boring sometimes. Like, I know that's kind of mean to say. Like, don't get me wrong, I love Dead Island, but it's zombie hack and slash, and
it gets repetitive?
It gets repetitive. Like I said, I don't know if I would say in a bad way. I do like Dead Island, and I like that you had the 4 different characters, 5 in Riptide. But you have the 4 different characters, but the thing is, I think I make it boring for myself, because I always play as, I can never get her name right, Jaime, the Asian woman character who's good, because she's good with blades, so I love using the blades weapons, but I always use her, so I think I'm making it boring for myself, because I rarely choose the other characters. Anyway, I've been talking. Why don't we get to the game? Because, that's what they're here for.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Dead Island Retribution? Justin asks?
Dead Island Retribution. No, but, both, actually. I have both games. Actually, it's a funny story. Hey, look, we're getting off topic again. What a shock. I had bought Dead Island Definitive Edition. And no, not Retribution, Riptide, I believe it is. But I had bought the original Dead Island Definitive Edition because I thought I was buying the Definitive Collection because I wanted both games. So I was like, oh, well, duh. So I had bought the Definitive Edition, and when it came, I already told Guy about this. I was like, oh, crap. I put the Definitive Edition, not the collection, so I only got one game. So then
and you didn't even get the DLC.
Well, the DLC is with all the games. Well, is with the extra game because it's not DLC. The thing is, when you buy the Definitive collection on PS4, the second game and other stuff comes as as a code for downloadable as a downloadable version.
Oh.
It doesn't. Right. I don't understand that, but I didn't realize that, and then I bought that code on off of eBay. It was like $6, so it was worth it. But then I thought, oh shit, am I not going to be able to use that because I didn't buy the Definitive Collection? It's not going to fucking work. And then I had a stroke of genius. Not a stroke of genius, but a stroke of let me try this, because you can still input codes in the PlayStation Store. So I was like, well, let me use this code. So it did give me the game. So I have both games. I didn't have to buy the Definitive Collection again after already buying Dead Island Definitive Edition. But it turned from bad to good.
Yeah. I mean, technically, you are just getting a game code normally. So effectively, if you're buying a different game code, it's not like there's anything wrong. It's just gonna use that.
Well, yeah, I don't think I don't know. I really don't know. But either way, I think either way it all worked out.
Yeah. Anyway.
I love you.
Who's gonna be my partner then? I'm a cyan pair.
They do not appear to be here. I, for instance, am a yellow pair.
Huh? Wait a second. If Luna and Clover are a magenta pair, Phi's a cyan pair and Kid's a yellow pair, who the hell am I supposed to partner up with?
The cyan pair, I imagine.
Phi and her mysterious partner.
How do you figure that?
Sigma, what colors are added together to create cyan?
Green and blue, right?
What color would you get by adding your red to that?
Red, green, and blue would be white.
Exactly.
So you're saying the next set of chromatic doors are going to be white?
Yes.
How do you know?
Because I have seen them. After leaving the archives, we found a warehouse very similar to this one. In it was a set of white doors. Well, to be precise, a set of doors which radiated white light.
Yeah, I saw him too. After we were finished in the garden, we went to the same warehouse he's talking about. They had the same little lock thingies. I'm 100% sure they're the next chromatic doors. What about the people back in the infirmary? Do they know about the white doors?
Yes. If we exclude Quark from their number, then I believe they do.
I'll be back.
Okay, babe. I wonder what colors they
As
are.
far as pairs go, we're missing a cyan and a yellow.
If Sigma's a red solo, then we should have a green solo and a blue solo back in the infirmary.
Well, I'm going back to the infirmary. I'm kind of worried about Alice and Quark. I'll go too.
As will I.
Oh, that's right. Wait, guys, there's something I need to tell you.
Huh? What is it?
Go on.
I meant to say something earlier, but I guess there was just so much other stuff going on. I looked at Phi. She nodded back. See, the truth is...
What?
Gas.
Oh no! You found another bomb?
Yeah.
Where?
If you cut through that, Why don't you just say, we found another bomb? Dun dun dun! Yeah, whatever. In the garden.
No, that's not possible. We didn't see anything like that.
Could you have missed it?
No! No way! We checked every part of that room.
There was a number on this one too. It said 01. Since the one we found in the crew quarters said 03 on it, well...
You think there might be a third bomb out there somewhere?
I think there's a good chance.
And possibly more. We know there's more. Oh,
Very well. We should split up and find this other bomb. It could be anywhere.
yeah, I
But
agree.
Even if we do find it, what are we supposed to do?
That is a concern for later. At the moment, our primary concern should be finding it.
You can't fight an enemy you can't see, after all.
True, true.
Precisely.
All right, I'll head back to the infirmary and let everybody else know.
Please.
Well, I was about to say, technically you can, but usually there's some visualization of almost everything. And if it's an actual physical thing, like a bomb, then yes, you can fight it. Only if you see it.
How
Anyway.
about we set a time to meet back here, just in case? The time we have left until the chromatic doors open is... Let's see...
Quite a bit, actually.
1 hour and 57 minutes.
I think approximately half of that should be enough. When we have 1 hour remaining, we should meet back at the infirmary. Acceptable?
That sounds good to me. Right. I'll tell the others, too.
Good. Let's go. Allons-y! So these are the white doors that Kay and Clover were talking about. Yeah, there's the lock thing. No question these are chromatic doors, I
So it
guess.
seems.
Ah! What? When did you...
I've been here the whole time.
Seriously? I didn't notice you at all.
Oh, I guess your hearing's starting to go. How sad.
Arrgh. So what do you want? Why are you stalking me?
I'm not stalking you. I just followed you here.
Considering the fact you didn't ask if you could, or... Well, I guess, there's no malicious intent. We think. Right? That's pretty much the same thing. Pretty much, but the difference is malicious intent. But how did you do it? You were totally silent. Are you Batman?
I already told you I'm not. Remember? Back in the AB room when we met?
Yeah, actually. That was so long ago, jeez. You also jumped super high all the way up to the ceiling.
Right. Aren't you curious about that graffiti?
Graffiti? Oh yeah, that! Memento Mori, if the 9th lion ate the sun. Did a kid write that or what?
Why do you say that?
Well, they managed to spell 9th wrong. Who puts an E in there?
You're right.
Then again, maybe it means something.
Do you know what it means? The Latin part.
Hey now, give me a little credit. Even I know what Memento Mori means. You see it all over the place. As far as I know, it translates to something like, be aware of death, or remember your mortality. Actually, I think that's almost exactly what it translates to. Never forget that we will all die someday. Yes. I guess it's sort of cautionary.
What about the other part?
That's exactly what it says on the tin, right? Some sort of conditional about lions and suns. Probably more cryptic than it actually means, though, right? Unless it's an anagram. Anything
No,
come to
nothing.
mind?
Nothing at all. What about you?
Me? Well, let's see. Memento mori if the 9th lion ate the sun. Memento mori if the 9th lion ate the sun. I repeated the words over and over in my head, but nothing. Whatever they meant, it was beyond me. Or perhaps Phi. Latin.
Huh?
Don't you know Latin? Maybe you can figure more of it out.
Well, I know a little. More than most people, I guess, but I'm not an expert.
Then how'd you know that phrase? Ellipsum semel occasionum non ipse potest Jupiter reprehendere.
Oh, that.
Wasn't that a famous quote?
That's from, this.
She unpinned the brooch from brooch, I think. From her chest as she spoke and held it out to me. I hesitated for a moment, then took it.
Look at the back.
I turned it over. Oh. Elapsum semel occasionum non ipse potest Jupiter reprehendere. So I guess the I is pronounced like a J in Latin, huh?
Yeah.
At least in this case, because they didn't have a letter J yet.
A
What is
memento
this?
of my late mother. Well, I guess it's something like a memento.
What does that
She
mean?
died right after I was born. I was raised by foster parents, and they told me where the brooch had come from. Apparently, it was the only thing my mother had left behind.
Oh. What about your father?
Don't have one. I guess you could say I was a bastard. I never saw his face, and I don't know his name. I don't even know if he's alive.
Oh. I couldn't think of anything else to say, so I just handed her back the brooch.
That phrase got to be almost like a prayer for me. Whenever I had to make a tough decision, I'd say it to myself. Sometimes I'd just repeat it over and over like a chant. Before long, I had it memorized. Got me interested in Latin, and I started studying the language.
I guess that makes sense.
Elapsum semel occasionum non ipse protest Jupiter reprehendere. Not even Jupiter can find a lost opportunity. Sounds nice, doesn't it? But it seems kind of funny now. I mean, look at us. We've done what Jupiter can't. We can find our lost opportunities.
You're not wrong.
That's why I followed you here. I thought it would be a good idea to talk to you about all this. Alone.
Yeah. I agree.
There's something else we need to do too, though.
Find the number 2 bomb.
Exactly. So we should get going. I'm pretty sure the bomb isn't in here. There's nowhere to hide it. So...
You're saying we should go somewhere else?
yeah.
Did they go in the lab? I forget if they went in the lab. The lab was where the number 2 bomb was, wasn't it?
Well, come on, don't just stand there.
Well, I mean, unless it was placed before all the doors were locked. That I can understand. But the botanical garden, I feel like you would never miss that. You would definitely not miss the cot.
We need to get a move on.
Where would those even be stored? Where would you hide all those? Ugh. I followed. She headed toward one of the exits. Yeah. I didn't read that out loud. Anyway. Apologies for not having actually read that. And for a bit. Anyway, archives. Haven't we found most of the bombs so far? I forget if... Aren't there 4? Or was there 6? Ugh, I forget. The archives. Good place to hide a bomb. Now where the hell do we start looking?
I doubt it really matters. If it's here, we'll find it eventually.
So what about that Jupiter
We
stuff?
can talk while we look. Now get started.
Alright. I turned to the corner of the room and began to look while Phi spoke.
I'll start with a conclusion I've come to. Our consciousnesses seem to be able to jump through time. No, sorry. Through time isn't really accurate. It's more like we move through worlds.
worlds?
Yes.
Yes. The world, depending on how you define it, is a lot less concrete, especially in this hypothetical version of reality. I'm about to go on and on a tangent, but think of a world as a point along a widely ranging branch. The greater fourth dimension is the tree, or the branch, really, from which it stems. The whole tree could be called the fifth dimension. And then if it's an organism, like, you know how there are those, beech tree forest, or are they birch tree forests? That are just one big sprouting organism that come from a bigger root structure. That bigger organism would be like a fifth dimension, and then something even bigger than that would be the sixth, and so on. Depending on how many dimensions you consider there to be. I forget how many there are necessary for quantum theory, for quantum mechanic theory. I know that string theory requires like 9. Oh, OBS, come on. Bitch, start the fuck up. No! Oh. Okay, that reconnected, but... Okay, there we go. Ugh. Sorry, people, OBS decided to cut away, bitch. Anyway, I'm just thinking bigger and bigger branches. The world is fluid. That's what I'm trying to say.
I don't mean physical planets in this case.
Well, of course not. They're snapshots of reality.
Talking about a whole different universe, really. Parallel worlds.
Cross times. They come from the same original source, and that source could actually be tapped into just as easily. Though, really... I was about to say, it's actually harder to tap into the exact source of where you come from than it is the instant after in another parallel world. Meh. Yeah. Anyway, what?
Do you know about the many worlds interpretation?
Well, kind of. I think I've heard of it once or twice.
Oh, well, I'll just explain it. Let's say... I don't care what it is, but could you move? Scratch your head, cross your arms, put your hands on your hips. Anything?
I had no idea what this was supposed to explain, but I did as she asked. Applaud.
Interesting choice. You clapped your hands, right? But you could have chosen to cheer or blow a kiss, right?
Blow a kiss? I wouldn't do...
Details don't matter. I'm just talking about possibilities here.
Okay.
Now, maybe there are other Sigmas in other worlds who did all of those things.
Hello. What have I missed?
Faya's divulging her theory that they can sort of project their their consciousness jumps across times, parallel universes. Yeah.
All of these worlds and realities are branching off from one another. The choices you could have made branched off from the moment you decided what you were going to do just now. Every moment you make a decision, another universe branches off, on and on into infinity. Each of those branches is an alternate world. A world where a version of you did something different. Haven't you ever thought about what life would have been like if you'd made different choices? What if you'd gone to this high school instead of that one? What if you hadn't started a study group? What if you hadn't told that girl you liked her? What if? What if? But are those what ifs really just what ifs? Or are there other worlds out there where you did those things? Anyway, that's the many worlds interpretation in a nutshell. I've simplified it a lot.
Yeah.
Doesn't have to be human actions, though. I just used your actions to make the explanation easier to grasp.
Yes.
The actions of a cat, the flight of a bee, The movement of a microorganism, even fluctuations in air temperature, all these can change history.
They call it the butterfly effect for very exact reasons as that. The sheer difference of an insect can go all the way up. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Hold on a second here. I'll let microorganisms slide, but there's no way that air is conscious of anything. Tell me they're gonna mention the beat of a butterfly's wings.
Can you say for sure that you are?
What?
All of your actions are caused by the cells in your brain. If we go down a little further, then you could say all of your actions are the result of atoms or electrons, or smaller particles we haven't even discovered yet.
Well, we definitely discovered those particles. We've known that they've been around for ages.
Are those atoms and electrons still you making a decision? At that level? How different are you from the air? I'd say not much.
Well, more like the water, but still.
Human existence is just one part of reality. Falling in love is like a tulip blossoming. A tulip blossoming is like a tornado forming in South America. See what I'm saying? The only thing that really matters is the action of the most elementary particles of matter. That's where history happens.
Mm-hmm.
That's where universes branch out.
Lovely.
Hey, you stopped. Are you done with that shelf?
Oh, no,
Well,
not
keep
yet.
looking while I talk. How familiar are you with quantum physics?
No. I'm somewhat familiar with quantum physics. I doubt Sigma is, though. Even though his name actually... Well, I was about to say, his name is a Greek letter. Never mind.
Never mind, don't answer that. I'll try and keep it simple for you. Let's see. Hey, hand me that box, will you?
For this one? Sure. I handed the box I'd been examining over to her. She set it down on the desk and opened the top.
Also... Ah, there's a stuffed lion over there. Perfect. He's part of Felidae, too.
With that, she grabbed the lion and tossed it unceremoniously into the box. She also took a weight and an ink jar and put them in next to the lion.
All right. Everything's ready. Remember
Ready?
that book in the crew quarters about Schrodinger's cat? It relates to all this stuff I've been talking about. Anyway, come look at the box.
What about looking for
This'll only
the...
take a minute. Now look.
I shrugged and peered into the box.
What do you see?
Well, there's a stuffed
From
lion.
now on, that's a cat. A living cat. This is important. Got it?
Yeah, it's a cat. Meow.
Oh, man. This again?
Sorry. I can't help
I
it.
find that hard to believe.
Aww, I
Ugh.
love this.
Fine. Maybe I can just ignore
I
it.
love the cat puns.
For what it's worth, I'm sorry.
All right. What else do you see?
Oh wait, that's not even a pond. That's a stretch. That is a stretch. And a jar of ink.
Right. Now the
No,
weight is going to
you
be
have to
radioactive
do it
material.
right. It's not even a pond.
And the jar of ink is full of poisonous gas.
What? I'm getting out of here.
Idiot. It's not really full of gas. This is just hypothetical. Imagine that it's full of gas. So, what's the weight?
Radioactive material.
And the jar of ink?
It's full of poison gas.
Exactly. Good work. Now, there's one other thing you need to know about the jar. If it's struck by any of the alpha particles the radioactive material emits, it'll break. These particles are emitted randomly, but there's a 50% chance that one of them will come into contact with the jar over the course of an hour. So let's close the lid. And an hour has passed. Here's the question. Is the cat inside of the box alive or dead? You can't open the box to check. And you can't hit the box. Obviously, you can't shake it either. It's also been soundproofed, so the cat could be howling up a storm in there and you'd never know.
Yeah. Let's also assume that the cat has enough air in the box to breathe for a full hour anyway.
Basically, you have no idea what's going on inside the box. Do you remember what happens if the alpha particles hit the jar?
It breaks, gas fills the box, and the cat inhales it. Death will whisk her away.
And what if the jar doesn't break?
The cat lives to tell the tale.
Haha. And what are the chances of either of those things happening?
About 50%.
Uh-huh. So, what's your answer? Is the cat alive or dead?
I can't possibly
Then
know.
guess. It's not hard. Alive or dead?
Does it matter? Oh. Come on. It's alive! The cat is, pause for dramatic effect, alive!
Nope. You're wrong.
It's dead?
That's wrong too.
It's neither.
Right, this is going to be about...
Schrodinger's cat.
The answer is that it's in a state where it is neither dead nor alive.
What? How does that make any sense?
It's an extrapolation of something we see at the atomic level. We don't know if an atom is spinning upward or downward until we measure it. Before it's measured, those two possibilities coexist. But as soon as the measurement is taken, obviously, only one possibility is the truth. That's what's happening with the alpha particles. Since we can't know when they were emitted or where, we only know the probability that they'll impact the jar. Because we can't observe anything that's happening in the box, that becomes the entire system. In other words, the box is like the atom. We don't know how the cat's life or death situation has resolved itself until we look at it. Until we do, it's just a bunch of possibilities. Do you get it? If the cat in the box is possibilities,
Then it's both alive and
right.
dead.
So, let's open the lid. And when we do, all the possibilities will collapse into a single truth. Meow. What a relief, huh? Looks like the cat's alive. Anyway, that's Schrodinger's cat. The many worlds interpretation is one theory for explaining that weirdness.
Mm-hmm. So there's another world out there where this cat died.
Yeah, that's the idea.
Or possibly that it suffocated in the box, because there are, of course, many possibilities. Some even weirder than the last.
Looks like that cat tick of yours cleared up.
Yeah. Well, your story was pretty insane.
Insane?
You don't think so? Just the idea of something being alive and dead at the same time? And at the moment the lid is open determines whether or not the cat's dead, then it's almost like events in the future can determine the past. I mean, the cat doesn't die when you open the lid, so it must have already been dead.
Exactly. You've experienced it, haven't you?
What on earth are you talking about?
Think back. Remember round 2 of the AB game? When you chose Betray, what was my vote?
Ally.
But what happened this time?
I chose Ally and you chose Betray.
Right. And both times, I put in my vote a full minute before the deadline. When did you push the button?
Right before the deadline.
I see. Well, that makes this a little easier to explain. If you chose Betray, then my vote was Ally. If you chose Ally, then my vote was Betray. But I made my choices a whole minute before you made yours. Don't you think that's strange? You do see what I'm saying, don't you?
That my choice in the future altered your action in the past?
Yeah. From your perspective, there's no other way to interpret it.
Now that I thought about it, round 1 had been the same. When I'd chosen Ally, Alice had chosen Betray. And when I'd chosen Betray, she'd done the opposite.
Look at this die. I found it over there. Let me give you one last example.
As she spoke, she tossed the die into the box and quickly shut the lid.
All right. Answer this question. What number is the die on?
There's not an option for obviously none of the above, all of the above. 5. It's not 5, is it?
Okay. I'm going to open the lid. Good job.
Oh, really?
You got it right.
That was just a fluke.
Was it?
Huh?
Let's think about what was going on before I opened the lid. What number was the die on?
5, of course.
Haven't you been paying attention? The die is still a collection of atoms, isn't it? I don't think you can reasonably suggest that it was made of some different kind of matter.
Wait, so you're saying that before you opened the lid, the die was on all the numbers, even though you shut the lid as it had already landed? So technically the moment she threw the dice was when it split?
Uh-huh. That's one way to look at it, at least.
And then when you opened the lid, it was just one number?
It might have become that number when you declared which one it was.
Huh? Wait, what do you mean?
Your choice in the future has an effect on the past.
That's crazy. The die didn't... unless it was Fi trying to do something.
Anyway, that's all I wanted to say. We got a little off topic there, but I think I made my point. Reality separates off into an infinite number of branches for each and every possibility. You and I seem to be able to jump from branch to branch. Of course, our bodies aren't doing the jumping. Our consciousnesses just sort of dive into other versions of ourselves in other worlds.
Or at least a connection of it. Whoa. I think I get it now. That's how you knew my name, right? You jumped from another world? That's how you knew all those other things you shouldn't have known?
Yeah, that's the best I can figure out, at least. Unfortunately, it seems like we don't retain all our memories when we jump. Maybe we only remember particularly important things. I'm not sure how it works.
Well, I guess it probably connects back into morphogenetic field theory.
But whatever the reason, it seems to be fairly limited. And often, we don't seem to remember jumping at all. Things will just sort of pop up.
That's why when someone asks us how we know X, all we can say is, I just knew. What's causing this then? I don't remember even ever doing this before, so why would it start now?
If we knew that, I don't think we'd be having so much trouble. It's just...
Just what?
Well, I'm pretty sure it has to do with why we're locked up in here. There's no way this doesn't have something to do with whatever Zero Senior's trying to do. Why would he have left that Schrodinger's cat book in the crew quarters?
You aren't kidding, are you? Maybe this is some sort of huge Schrodinger's cat experiment. And all 9 of us are locked up inside the box, right? Meow.
What if you've got it backwards?
Backwards?
We're outside of the box, and the rest of the world is inside.
Hypothetically speaking, the more complicated the situation, you could say, the more likely it is it's actually a little bit of a two-way thing. You may technically still be trapped inside a hypothetical, well, a technical box, but the rest of the world, being also a big stray mess of atoms and stuff, is also superpositional, so it might not be the same person who closed the box who opened it. Or it could be. Or that same person could just be there. Or not. You don't know. Then the moment we step out of this place...
Yeah, we might be determining the history of the world outside.
No way. Well, I was about to say, technically you're just merging an offset, a sort of strand of reality, and then merging back into it. I had 1,000 other questions, but before I could open my mouth to ask them...
Oh, good!
God! There you are!
Did something happen?
Yes! We found it!
Found what?
What do you mean, what? What else could we find? The bomb! The other antimatter bomb! The number 2 bomb is in the control room.
Oh. Did we ever find? Didn't we find number 2 in the... in the lab last time? No. Is this it?
Yeah.
This is one of them, all right.
And it's number 2, apparently. But at least we found them all now.
No. There could be more. Like Kay said, there might be a number 4 bomb out there. We have no way to know.
Lovely. Did you tell anyone else about this, Clover?
Not really. But, I wasn't the first person to find it.
Who was?
Kay and Luna. After they found it, they came to the infirmary and told the rest of us.
Who was in the infirmary?
Everyone. Tenmyoji and Dio were there. So were Alice and Quark, of course. Although they were still asleep.
So everyone who wasn't asleep knows about the bomb. I see.
Yeah.
There's nobody else here, though. Where'd they all go?
Right after we came here to look at the bomb, they all left. They were going to go look for you two.
Oh. What about Alice and
They're
Quark?
the same. Still sleeping. We checked them out just to be sure, but they seemed fine.
That's good. Fi and I looked at one another and let out a small sigh of relief.
Oh, right. I checked everybody's bracelets when we were in the infirmary. Did you want to know what they were?
It took her only a moment to explain. Alice was a green solo, and Quark was a blue solo. Dio's bracelet made him a yellow pair, and Tenmyoji was a cyan pair. Okay, so we're with Tenmyoji. So what are our options for groups?
The next set of doors to open are going to be the white doors. That means we'll have to mix our colors so that we get white.
Fi laid out what that would mean. Option A, Fi and Tenmyoji, cyan, would pair with me, red. Kay and Dio, yellow, would pair with Quark, blue. Clover and Luna, magenta, would pair with Alice, green.
Huh? There's only one option?
Yeah. Any other combinations don't make white.
No. What about Alice and Quark? Luna said it's going to be a while until
We'll
they wake
just
up.
have to carry them. The secondary doors won't open without 3 bracelets. And if we can't open them...
Yeah, we'll get penalized.
Exactly.
Including our sleeping compatriots.
Don't worry about Alice. I'm on her team.
Are you saying you can carry her?
Yeah. Well, I can get Luna to help me.
True. I'm sure she'd be happy to help.
She would be. What about Quark?
He's on Kay's team. There shouldn't be any issues there.
Yeah. Well, we still need to figure out what we're going to do about this bomb. Alice said we should be safe as long as it's not triggered with the remote.
Maybe, but we can't just leave them here forever. I mean, if they go off, then everything in like a couple 100 kilometers is gonna get fried.
Wait, a couple 100 kilometers? What are you talking about? That bomb should only have about as much explosive power as a ton of TNT. Which is nothing to sniff at, but that's nowhere near the kind of yield you're talking about.
It could be. What if these bombs are just like the detonator?
Oh. Right. This building's reactor is an antimatter reactor. Oh. You mean there might be a bunch more anti-hydrogen around here somewhere? Yeah, clearly. We learned about it earlier. Yep, right over there.
The reactor.
Yeah. There is supposed to only be 18 antimatter reactors in the whole world.
Wow.
If that's one of them, then there's a lot of anti-hydrogen.
How much is a lot?
3.5 kilograms.
Oh boy. 3.5? 1, That's a lot of anti-hydrogen to be storing all at once. 2. Oh boy. That's like 10,000 times more than Alice's 350 milligrams.
If there really is that much, and if it does explode,
Then we would be looking at an explosion roughly 10,000 times more powerful than the bomb dropped on Hiroshima.
Oh boy. Not even... Does even the Tsar Bomba compare to that? No, that's insane. Actually, hell yeah, that's about the size of the Tsar Bomba. Or the hypothetical original. Oh, what was that one supposed to be called? Ugh. The scaled-down version was the Tsar Bomba, but it was opted to avoid going that big because it was just such overkill. And I think it might have brought down the plane that originally dropped it. Yeah.
Wait, Clover, how did you know that?
know what?
That stuff about antimatter reactors.
Well, that's, during my training, they...
Training for what?
My job?
Of course. I didn't realize waiters these days needed to memorize how many operational antimatter reactors there were in worldwide, or how much fuel each one of those reactors might be storing. You don't work at a cafe, do you?
Did you hear about that from Alice?
Yeah.
Oh. Well, she's right then.
And why are you using antimatter reactors at a cafe?
That's, what we call the coffee machines.
What? Are you fucking with me?
I'm telling you the truth. I work at a cafe. It just might, be a kind of fake job to divert attention. I think they call it a cover.
Oh my gosh, Clover, cover. Huh. Difference of one letter. What?
Then what's your real job?
I'm sorry. I really can't tell you anything else.
Why not?
It's classified.
Classified by who?
The government?
The government?
That's right. Alice said it was her job to eliminate enemies of the state or something. So you two do work together.
Oh no! Check your bracelets. How much time do we have left?
What are you talking
How
about?
long until the doors open? Come on, quickly!
Ooh. Damn, we were supposed to have met up 5 minutes ago.
I'm heading back then. Remember, we're supposed to meet at the infirmary. You guys hurry back, okay? Bye!
Hey, you haven't... Damn it. Clover. And she's gone. Fine, she's right, you know. We need to get moving.
I need to check something really quick.
What? Is she gonna take a look at the control panel? Well, we didn't get to see. It'll probably be revealed.
Oh, there you are. You're late. What were you...
Nothing.
When we arrived, everyone else was already back. Quark and Alice hadn't left, of course. They were both sleeping soundly, any traces of the madness we'd seen earlier long gone.
Clover told us. You've seen the bomb in the control room.
Yeah, with our own
What the hell
eyes.
should we do? That makes 3 bombs.
Well, we have to do something. They're bombs, for God's sake.
There's a quick and simple solution.
Really?
Remember what Alice said?
There should be an emergency deactivation password. If you enter that password, the device should, well, deactivate. You see it? Right here. There's a port. If we can find the password input device, we just connect it here. Then we can enter the password.
So, if we have the password, we can deactivate them?
Whoa, hold on a second. That's great and all, but we need that password input device she was talking about. Without that, we're still boned even if we did have the password.
Not a problem. We've resolved that issue.
Huh?
Show them.
I nodded and pulled it out of my pocket.
That was in the safe in the control room.
Oh, exactly. We didn't have any idea what it was at first, but Fi figured it out. After Clover left, we tested it.
Turned out I was right. It fit perfectly.
Couldn't get it to do anything, though. We plugged in a couple random characters, but all we got was an error.
Still, I'm sure this is the thing Alice was talking about. We just didn't have the right password.
But why was it in the control room?
Do you think Zero Senior put it here for us?
That would suggest it was also Zero Senior who set up the bombs.
Doesn't that seem odd, though? Zero Senior wants us to play the Nonary game, right? So why would he set bombs?
Maybe he wants to blow this whole place up if someone commits some crazy violation of the rules?
That doesn't make sense. Our bracelets already have poison in them. If someone breaks a rule, all he has to do is activate their bracelet.
Yeah, you're right.
Well, whatever the case is, there's one thing we can be sure of. The person who set these bombs is one of us. Whether or not that person is also Zero Senior isn't particularly relevant at the moment. But what is relevant is that they know the deactivation password. If we can figure out who that person is and question them.
We can get the password and turn the bombs off.
Exactly. That would be my quick and easy method. So fess up. Which one of you set the bombs? Not that I expect you to do that. So, we're going to be checking everyone.
Checking us?
Yes. Once they're set, the bombs are controlled by a remote. It stands to reason that whoever set them has that remote.
So you're gonna search us for it?
Yes. But no buts. If you refuse, that implicates you. Do what I say and you'll be fine, assuming you are actually innocent. Understand? No reason to wait. Let's get started. Anyone want to volunteer to go first? No? All right. Let's see.
Wait. You only need to search one person.
What? Why?
Because I figured out who did it. I know who did it. The words were out of my mouth before I'd even realized I was saying them. This is familiar.
How can you... There's no way.
Yes, there is. Yeah. I met Fi's gaze and nodded, then turned away. I know who set the bombs. That person... That person is you! Dio! The different size lettering is...
Come on, what is this? Are you high?
Who set up us the bomb? Part A. Well, we're about to find out. Sorry, K-Kid, but could you hold him down?
Well...
It's on him, I promise.
Knock it off, Sigma! You're doing this all backwards.
So, this isn't a court. Besides, all we want to know is who set the bombs. And why are you getting so worked up anyway? If you're innocent, then a search will show that and I'll look like an idiot.
Nice try, but that's some bullshit totalitarian logic. I don't think so.
You sure?
What are you even basing this on? How do you know I set the bombs? Just spit it out.
I know about the Myrmidons.
The what?
I beg your pardon?
No. How do you know that, Sigma?
Oh, that's not all I know. I know about Free the Soul, and I know about Brother.
What the hell are you talking about?
I can tell you the details later. But there's no question that you were the one who set up the bombs.
Who the fuck do you think you are? None of that has anything to do with me. I don't know who the Myrmidons are. And I don't know what Free the Soul is, and I certainly don't know anything about some old fart called Brother.
Oh, Dio, tell me, how does that foot taste? Who the Myrmidons are? I don't recall saying the Myrmidons were people. And what about Brother? How would you know about his age if I hadn't said anything besides his name?
Wait, so he's left? But that means he's a terrorist.
A terrorist?
Oh dear.
Left?
Jeez.
Well, looks like I won't be able to talk my way out of this one. Seriously though, when did we get so famous? The Myrmidons aren't supposed to be something anybody knows about, let alone you two jokers. Okay, you got me. Yes, I'm the leader of the Myrmidons. My real name is Left. I was sent here to stop Zero Senior's AB plan. That's why I planted the bombs. If it looked like the plan might actually succeed, I was supposed to blow this whole place sky high.
AB plan?
What's that?
Oh, well, looks like you don't know everything after all. I should have been more careful. Then again, it's not like it really matters. After all, you're gonna die here.
You're gonna die up there.
What?
God damn it, no. I leapt toward him.
Whoa there. Better not come any closer. You think I'm not prepared for this? Take one step and it'll be your last.
Then, that thing you're holding.
It's the detonator.
Yeah, I guess it is. Now back the fuck off!
Dio, please calm down. If you press that button, you'll die too.
So? Believe me, there's plenty more where this came from. Now that
What?
we've cleared that up, back off! Come on, move it!
He remembers the Myrmidons, he remembers Brother and Free the Soul, but he doesn't remember that Left is just a clone after clone after clone. No, whatever.
Go, go!
We had no choice. Slowly, carefully, we backed away. All of us except for one. Tenmyoji.
Hey, Grandpa. Your hearing gone? I said back off.
No.
You. I'm not screwing around here.
I can see that. So why don't you do it? Go ahead. Press that button.
What?
Tenmyoji?
Something wrong? Hurry it up. I'm not getting any younger. Oh? Do I sense hesitation? What's the matter, Dio? Scared? Well?
You son of a bitch.
So you were just bluffing?
Not bluffing, goddammit. You hear me? I'll do it.
Oh, I'm sure you will. But there's really something I should tell you. See that detonator you're holding? It's a fake.
What?
For just an instant, Dio's eyes twitched down to the device's hand. That was all the opening Tenmyoji needed.
Yeah!
He cried out as he leapt through the air. Tenmyoji's legs shot out, kicking the detonator from Dio's hand. Shit, not good.
What happened?
The detonator. He doesn't have it
What?
anymore.
What's happening?
Oh god, no.
There's a red light on it now.
It's armed.
Oh, you really fucked up, Tenmyoji.
Well, this is part of the true ending.
This is what happens when you try to show off.
What?
I'm sorry. This is my fault. I didn't have time to tell you how it
What are you
works.
saying?
Isn't supposed to be separated from Dio. If it is, then the timer in the bombs actually activates.
Damn. How much do you know?
Too much and yet not enough.
Fine, whatever. Well, he's right. If that thing ever gets more than a meter away from me, it activates. When it does, it starts the timers on all the bombs. So thanks to this old fart, you get to try and defuse a bunch of activated bombs on a countdown. You can go ahead and destroy the detonator if you want. Once the timers have been activated, they'll go off anyway.
How long do we have? When do they explode?
You should know, Sigma. Why don't you tell her?
30 minutes.
30 minutes? That's crazy!
Yeah.
How do we stop them?
The emergency deactivation
None of us know
passwords.
them, though.
Right. None of us know. But there's someone who does, isn't there?
What, hoping I might spill the beans? Unless one of you is secretly a medium, I think you're shit out of luck.
Wait, a medium?
Well, I'm out. Peace.
Wait, stop! I threw myself toward Dio and wrapped my hand around his wrist, slamming it to the floor. He struggled, but I put all my weight on him and kept his arm pinned.
Shit! Let go of me, goddammit! Get off of me! Let me go!
Why on earth would someone's hollering about this sort of thing think that it would be followed through with? He continued to struggle, but I wasn't going to let him go. I shifted my way to free one of my hands and started to try and pry his open.
Hey! I'm not fucking around, alright? Let go of my goddamn arm!
I'm not either. I'm not. By then the others had run over and piled onto Dio along with me. Even then, he refused to stop. With increasing desperation, he tried to get the hand I had grabbed to his mouth.
We don't have a choice. Luna, go get the Soparil.
No! If we put him to sleep, we can't get what we need out of him.
I don't know that? What other choice do we have? Every minute we spend wrestling this prick is a minute we don't have to deal with those bombs. We don't have time for this. What are you doing, Luna? Go! Right. Okay, I've got it. I'm ready when you are.
You can do whatever you want to me, you fucking cowards! You're still gonna die! Go ahead! Tell yourselves you can fix it. Run around like idiots before you get blown to atoms.
No, well, dude, it wouldn't even be atoms. But anyway.
Serves you fucking right! You're gonna burn!
Oh, for God's sake. Luna, shut him up! Right. Here goes.
As I began to climb off of him, I finally pried Dio's hand open. There it was, just what I'd expected. A small, unassuming capsule. I didn't know what was in it exactly, but it was undoubtedly some kind of poison. I stumbled toward the sink and tossed it into the drain. How much time do we have left?
25 minutes or so, I believe.
They wasted a lot of time on that.
And how much time until the white doors open?
The same.
So, what do we do?
We put in the password and
We
stop the
searched
bombs.
Dio, but he doesn't have a note or anything with the codes on it.
Only one option left then.
And that is?
Intuition. We trust our hunches.
Are you suggesting we just guess?
Do you have a better idea?
Well, no, but...
Wait, there's another way.
Gas?
What is it? Before I can tell you, everyone has to promise to do exactly as I say. No questions. What's your answer?
We all nodded.
Good. First of all, Sigma, you're coming with me.
Right.
The rest of you, listen up. I want you to take Alice, Quark, and Dio to the Floor B warehouse. Huh?
Why?
Didn't I say no questions? Good. That's it, we're done.
That's it?
Is there a problem? I seem to recall you promised to do exactly what I told you to do. Okay, we don't have much time left. Now get moving. Sigma, you're with me.
Oh boy. I turned without waiting and headed for the door. Off we go! Before I could blink, she was gone. I gave everyone else in the infirmary a quick thumbs up and a shaky smile. Take care of these guys, okay? We'll see you back on floor B before you know it. So, just justice, alright? Good. I couldn't think of anything else to say. I turned and ran after Phi. Well. Crew quarters. Okay, so what do we do?
Get the input device ready.
Alright, done. All hooked up and everything.
How many minutes do we have left?
Well, they'll go off when the doors open, so... 21 minutes.
That means we have 7 minutes per bomb. That includes travel time, though.
Bomb number 2 is in the control room on floor B, and bomb number 1 is also on floor B with the garden. So, we just need to hurry, right?
Yeah.
So what are we supposed to do? I mean, you do have some sort of plan, right?
It's not like I don't have one.
Then stop being so mysterious and tell me. What the hell am I supposed to do?
You need to make a jump.
Jump?
Yeah. To another world. Another history.
I can't.
You didn't just guess that Dio set the bombs, did you? You knew it. Because you remembered it happening in another history, didn't you?
Yeah, I did, but that's...
You just have to do that again.
So you're saying I need to go to another history and get the password out of Dio somehow?
Doesn't have to be another one. It could be this one. Just go back to the past and question him. Then again, if you do that, you might end up changing things so you don't end up here. That would mean you couldn't deactivate the bombs in this history. So you have to come back to this exact moment, or...
Damn it! This is so confusing.
Well, don't think about it then. We don't have time anyway. Just jump!
Okay, I get it. See you later then. Are you insane? You're talking about transporting myself across space and time. Also, why should I have to do everything? Can't you jump too?
My jumps happen suddenly, out of the blue. I can't control them.
Neither can I!
That's a problem. Alright, consider this. Maybe we've already jumped from another history to this one. But our memories of that history got damaged or something. We forgot most of what happened in that other timeline. If we can remember even a little bit, though. Anyway, it's just a hypothesis.
Are you saying I might know it already? And I just have to try and remember it?
Yeah. I feel like we know. So, anything? We need the bomb password. Do you remember hearing it in another timeline?
I stared down at the input device. Password. Password! The bomb password! Actually, I did remember it. I had heard it.
And now you need my help.
Yes, because I haven't recently played it.
Yes, well.
They're actually expecting us to remember this damn password. Oh my god.
Yeah, they are. How about that, apples? I mean, there's also other ways you could do it by going back to certain points of when the bomb codes were told to you, just quickly going back, skip dialogue, then go back to where you are now, skip dialogue, and just put it in. Or you could just listen to your boyfriend who remembers everything and isn't just checking it on a cheat code website.
Well, I mean, to be fair, it could have been previously written down, but we didn't think to do that.
Yeah, well, that's your fault, honey. Anyway, the code for bomb number 3. L. That's it.
No, it's not.
I know, I sorry. But wouldn't it be great if it was? X. I'm just waiting for you to tell me next.
Next.
Q.
Next.
L.
Next.
H.
Next.
C.
Next.
N.
Next.
M.
Next.
R.
Next. Or...
Need me next.
Check. I'm just intuitively going next.
Good job.
Good. I want
worked.
you to be ready.
Yeah. I sighed and wiped what felt like a bucket's worth of sweat from my forehead. Ugh.
So, you knew the password after
Don't you?
all. Interesting.
Sweat is nice. It's what helps us live, and how dogs go panting.
Well, I guess I did.
You heard it in another history?
Yeah.
Just what happened in that other timeline? Never mind. We don't have time for that. How much longer?
18 minutes.
Good. We've still got time. Come on, let's go. We've still got 2 more. The number 2 bomb is next on the list.
So we're heading to the control room?
No time to waste. Oh, and don't forget the input device.
Well, of course not. And then she was gone. I hurriedly disconnected the device from the bomb and chased after her. Oh boy. Okay, just keep going.
You got it?
Yeah, right here.
Hook it up.
Right? Done?
Okay. Hurry it up. Plug in the password.
Done. Hey, what the hell?
Calm down. You probably just typed it in wrong.
No way, I'm sure I did it right.
Try it again.
Yeah, nothing. That password's no good.
Then it's different. All 3 bombs use different passwords.
Yeah, looks like it.
Shit!
Fi slammed her foot against the locker, her face uncharacteristically twisted by anger and frustration.
This is bad. What the hell are we gonna do? Try and remember it. Did you see or hear anything in another history that could be a password? A different password?
You mean like a different history from the other one? I remembered.
You figured it out there. You just can't remember it very well right now. Remember what happened with the last bomb. This one is just like that.
Another history. Another history. The password. Do I know what it is? Can I remember it? I have to. Oh?
And you need my help yet again.
Yes, I do.
I know, I just
Oh,
like
hey, Chesty. I didn't realize you were here.
Hey, Chesty. I just like hearing you say it. E.
E.
Come on, say next.
When I say the letter, I will have entered it.
Say next.
Next.
Q.
Next.
D.
Next.
D.
Next.
Y.
Next.
R.
Next.
N.
Next.
T.
Next.
K.
Oh. Brazil number 1. But if it's a big bucket, then it's...
Damn, this is crazy.
That is a good question, Chesty. Because it could be a small bucket. Or a big bucket.
So you did know it.
Yeah, I guess so.
Well, don't scare me like that, alright?
Come on, it's not like I was hiding it. I just couldn't remember it all at first. Then it just kind of floated up. Or maybe it drifted down.
Whatever. The point is, we disarmed the thing. Amazing.
You sure don't sound very amazed.
Okay.
Wow,
That just
Chesty,
leaves
just
us
go
with the
right for
last
the
bomb.
jugular. Brazil number 1. I think Brazil has a lot of famine and poverty.
Yeah. And sadly, they couldn't keep up the Olympic grounds. I
Yeah,
feel like
but-
another Rio games
they
would
want
actually
all
have
the-
been pretty cool.
They all want they want all the fucking celebrities always to come to Brazil, come play in Brazil.
Well, the thing is, especially Rio and other big cities in Brazil, they rely solely on tourism for their biggest industries.
Yeah, I don't know.
Heck, even people from within the country, they travel all over the place, and then the small little boosts of revenue are exactly how they keep up many of their big city destinations.
Alright. Alright, let's keep moving.
And if they have cars that can use oils and stuff. Well, I mean, oil-burning cars are kind of the common thing today.
It's,
Anyway. It's in the garden.
Right. Let's go take care of it while you're on a roll with these things.
Gah, you make it sound so
Don't
easy.
just stand there. Let's go!
She spun around and was gone. I gripped the input device tightly and headed off after her. Oh, well, I can't. Yeah. Whatever. The botanical garden.
Finally. The last one.
Yeah.
How many minutes left?
Less than 10.
It's okay.
Of course it's 9.
We can still make it. Just stay calm, all right? You have the input device?
Yeah. There we go. Connected.
Okay. Go. We've
Go?
done this twice already. Do you really need a third pep talk?
You want me to remember another password, right?
Exactly. What else would I be talking about?
But
Don't sweat it. You did great the last 2 times. I'm sure this one will be a cakewalk. 3rd time's the charm, right?
that's not really how it's used. I'm just worried that lightning's not going to strike twice, or thrice in this case, I guess.
No, I think mine still works.
Or
There's nothing
thrice.
to suggest the 1st and 2nd times aren't charmed too.
I guess so.
Whatever. Just do it. You're the only person who can.
They had the highest percentage of cars that burn olive, sunflower, and rapeseed oils. Wait, really?
What? Wow, my wig.
Oh. Huh. What about you? You can jump to other worlds too, right?
But I can't remember things as well as you, all right? I'm doing the best I can, but either I haven't seen the stuff you have, or I just can't remember it. Maybe we've been going to different worlds. Anyway,
Yeah, I'll give it a
I'm
shot.
counting on you.
The password, the password, the password. Remember, Sigma. Come on, lightning can strike twice, or even 3 times. You can do it. You did it before, you did it twice before. This is nothing, you're a champion. Come on, Sigma, you can do this. Pull open the door to your memories.
You'll always be a hero.
That's why they have so much famine. They're using food for their cars. Oh. Or what could be farmland for food for their cars.
Blah, 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 blah. Bomb passwords.
Yes, bomb password, please.
B.
Next.
Q.
Next.
Z.
Next.
R.
Next.
G.
Next.
J.
Next.
D.
Next.
X.
Next.
I'm gonna let you guess.
H.
No.
Wrong. Why?
Oh, were you asking me why, or were you guessing the letter?
Yes, the letter.
Oh, no.
P.
Closer. No.
O.
Closer.
L.
Closer.
K.
Farther.
I.
Farther.
M.
Closer.
N.
Closer.
B.
Way too much farther.
J.
Too far.
H.
No. You're off. Way off.
I'm going
It's in
by
the mid.
keyboard, not alphabetical order, babe.
Oh. So no.
Another Q.
No.
R.
Yes. I just like seeing you sweat a little.
We don't want another Brazil. Yeah! Suck on that, Dio, you arrogant son of a bitch! Ah, that feels good. I haven't felt this satisfied in ages. It's like my whole brain is just swimming in endorphins. I feel like it's just going to melt and dribble out my ears. This is without a doubt what heaven feels like. Honestly, I feel like I could fly right now. Hell, I almost wish there was another bomb so I could feel this again. Isn't this great? Bye. Hey, what's going on? You're really harshing the vibe here. Would it really kill you to smile? We just saved everybody. Oh, also, not that I need it or anything, but it sure would be nice to get a thank you or something. Oh, thank you, Sigma. You're the greatest. You're so awesome. I'll dress up in that swimsuit for you just like I promised. I mean, just the swimsuit thing would be fine, really, but... Oh my god, my mom was yelling at my sister. Are you even listening to me?
You said you wished there was another bomb, right?
Well, I mean, I don't really...
I hope you're happy. You're going to get your wish.
What?
I remembered something, too. Just a glimpse. We must have confronted Dio about the bombs. I'm not sure how, but we got him to tell us about them.
Exactly. I've planted 4 bombs.
Oh.
They're the ones numbered 1, 2, and 3. But there's also one more. Bomb number 0.
Ooh. I felt a cold shiver run down my spine. Suddenly I remembered it too. I heard Dio say those very words in the Floorby warehouse. No,
Looks
no
like
way.
You remember it too.
Yeah.
How much time do we have?
Shit, we've only got 4 minutes.
Well, hurry up. We need to get to the 0 bomb.
Right. I yanked the input device out of the bomb and turned to chase after... What are you just standing there for? Go! Show me where that bomb is!
Are you telling me you don't know where it is? You have got to be kidding me!
How the hell would I know where the bomb is? Oh shit, you don't know. She bit her lip and nodded. Damn it, what the hell are we supposed to do now? We can't deactivate the bomb if we don't know where the hell the damn thing is.
Calm down. Just calm down. You need to think, Sigma. There has to be a clue somewhere.
Think, Sigma. Think.
Pretend you're Dio. You need to hide the bomb. Where would you hide something important?
Hide something important.
Right.
Hide. If I was Dio, where would I hide? Ah!
Sigma, wait!
Oh?
Where are you going?
Don't follow me! Go find the others!
Idiot! Do you really think I'd do that?
I could hear her following me, but there was no time to argue. Instead, I focused on my goal. There was still time. Oh boy. I can see Dio counts with a raise. Yes. A fellow programming. No. Anyway. Of course they would start up from 0. Just like I started the original 999 series with 0. Oh, great. Of course.
Here?
Yeah. Should be between these AP rooms. Good, I was right. Some days you just can't get rid of a bomb. Oh, yay. How much time do we have left?
About a minute.
Shit. Hurry. I'm hurrying as fast as I can. The input device was plugged in. I was ready to go. Now I just had to enter the password. But what was the password? I couldn't shake the feeling that I'd already used up my 3rd time charm. Still, I had to try. I shook my head and concentrated. Password, please.
There is no password. You explode. I'm Katya. You get to go bye-bye and go boom.
Well, The phrase is, you're gonna die up there, not, you're gonna die down here! Now give me the damn password!
No! And nothing you say will make me give it to you. This is the point where you say something that makes me give it to you.
I'm trying to come up with a good bargain! Is it bad that I'm just not good at convincing people? I'm really not, by the way.
Could have just gotten me to get that for you. Whatever.
Please get it for me, babe.
Just give me a minute. Dealing with old crippled father. It's the moment.
Oh.
He's fine. Anyway, yes, I could just give it to you, but where's the fun in that? What do I get from you?
Care for fucking?
Well, that will do it. I do like, but you know, fine. We'll discuss our terms after the stream, so that the people don't have to hear our nasty talk.
I was just quoting Katya.
Yeah, but you know what we both know what we meant. We both know. We both know.
We know. Anyway,
we know.
Password, please.
All right. R.
Next.
U.
Next.
P.
Next.
A.
Are you gonna spell fucking RuPaul?
I was actually gonna try to go for RuPaul Drag Race has fucked up drag. I was gonna get you to.
That's not actually it, right?
Well, no, it's not. I was gonna get you to start spelling it out, and then I was gonna be like, once you got all the letters, you're gonna be like, what the RuPaul Drag Race has fucked up drag. Anyway, L.
Next.
X.
Next.
A.
Next.
Q.
Next.
N.
Next.
S.
Next.
G.
Next.
D.
Next.
Q.
Da 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 da. It stopped.
Yeah.
Fine, I crumpled to the ground, the adrenaline that had sustained us suddenly gone.
How did you know it was here? Did you see it in another history?
It's hard to explain. The short version is that Dio hid something here in another timeline. I guess maybe he'd put the bomb here too.
Pretty good guess.
Yeah.
Well, you did it. So, thanks.
Oh, I don't need any thanks. Just
what?
About that swimsuit you promised.
What? What on earth are you talking about?
That was another timeline.
Chromatic doors have opened. 5 minutes remain until chromatic doors close.
This is bad. The white doors have opened. We need to hurry. Everyone else is waiting for us in the Floor B warehouse.
What about the swimsuit?
What the hell are you going on about? Just go!
Oh my gosh. Before I could protest, she turned and ran toward the magenta door. I saw it and headed off after her.
But what about the swimsuit? Speaking of, actually, maybe I'll make that your, getting the swimsuit, babe.
I ran into the warehouse to find everyone else already there. They'd done as I asked and brought the 3 unconscious members of our party back to the doors. Fine Eye shared a quick glance, then headed over toward them.
Oh, thank goodness. I'm so glad you're safe.
So, did you disable the bombs?
Yeah. I could have done it in my sleep.
Don't
In my
you mean
sheep.
in your sleep?
Oh my... Thank you. Thank you so much.
Yeah. Good job, you guys.
Good job. No need to thank me. Although, I mean, if you insist, I wouldn't mind a little swimsuit time. Oh my...
What? Huh? You're disgusting.
Yes, he is! And I'm uncomfortable.
That's what the, it's wet. What's wrong with all the
Remains
swimsuit action?
until
Ooh.
chromatic doors close.
Oh, Sigma.
We need to hurry.
Dirty bastard.
Everybody know who's in their group?
What? He's a young man. He wants to get his rocks off. What can he do?
Nah.
All right.
Yeah, I'm set.
Let's move.
At Tenmyoji's command, we broke off into our teams. Kay carried Quark on his back and dragged Dio along the floor and through the white door to the left. Oh, right. Kay has to do an escape room all by himself!
Oh, he's fine. He's okay.
True. Although that is kind of sad. Like, he just has to do everything himself. Clover and Luna carried Alice through the door to the right, and Tenmyoji, Fly, and myself ran through the center door.
10 seconds. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Chromatic.
And closed are the doors. What? Oh no. This is oddly familiar considering what Grian has been doing in Hermitcraft. What the hell? There's nothing here.
Well, there are doors. The one we came in.
Well, there's doors.
And that one, which I'm assuming is the exit.
Yep, figures won't budge.
The plaque on the door just said Q.
Q, what the hell is that supposed to mean?
Really? Now someone's just being a smartass.
Huh?
Nothing. Maybe the Q is for question.
Well, I guess it's a very
There was
questionable
a deck
room.
of cards here. Maybe the Q would be for Queen.
That's a quality guess right there.
Right. Well, we need to get out of here. Let's find a way to get the door open.
We also need to find the star keys. I've got enough BP to open the door, but you guys need to play the AB game some more.
Yeah.
Yikes. Still need a few more points. Quite a few more.
If we can get those star keys, we should be able to play the AB game as many times as we need to. So...
It's just a matter of time until we get the points we need.
Right.
Short matter of time at that. And heck, we can leave Dio behind afterward. Well, let's get started then.
Good.
Okay.
Seek a way out. Okay. What are we supposed to do here? The room's empty. Wait. Do you hear something? What on earth? Huh. Well, how much you want to bet it has something to do with that? Guess we should go up have a look. I think this cube is just floating in here. That doesn't look like a cube, but okay. How the hell's it doing that? Who knows? Can't tell it just by looking at it. Why don't you touch it and see if anything happens? Oh? Is this like a game of Minesweeper? this.
I already helped you with the
I don't understand
password.
what's going on here.
You're
Have
gonna
another
owe me
look
a
at
lot
it.
more
Huh?
to do this.
The cube. Look at it again.
You want me to help you with this? You're gonna fucking... You're gonna owe me a lot more. You got password, you're getting this. My god, woman.
Well, there's a thing that you can read right now.
God, I'm gonna make you owe me so much. There are winning and losing panels on the wall. The cube can help you find the winning panels. When the winning panels and only the winning panels are highlighted in cyan, the system will activate. Now, as how to find the winning panels. When you click on a panel on the cube, see it is a cube, it will display a number. Each surrounding panel will also display a number. This number indicates the number of winning panels that border each panel. For example, black or dark square here equals losing, a light square or filled in square is winning. So we have 0. Okay. The hint that appears on the cube is different for each side. Hypothetically, if the wall with the exit to the north wall is the north wall, then the wall to the right of that would be the east wall, which would make the wall with the entrance the south wall, and the wall to the left of that would be the west wall. That would mean that a hint that appears on the west side would actually refer to the east wall. A hint that appears on the north would refer to the south, and a hint that appears on the east would refer to the west. Adjacent walls don't provide hints for one another. Each hint is specific to that wall. That means that even if there are winning panels on the border with an adjacent wall, those panels will not be reflected in the initial panel's numbers. There are a total of 8 puzzles hidden in the walls. Click the floor to view the message one more time. After that, it will be gone forever.
Oh boy. Okay, so... Hold on, so...
Babe, do you not get it already?
Trying to
It's
count.
the one... No, it... Oh, Lord.
Okay, so... Oh boy.
Well, you just fucked yourself over.
Okay, so this says that 3. That means that each of these is 1. Each of these is 1. This one says 2, so that means both of those are. This is 1. So that. This is 1, so that. This is 1, so that. This is 1, so that. Okay, so... Actually, hypothetically, you could just say that all of them that have, anything above a 1, well, except for a few special cases, would have to be winning panels. And there's only one grouping of winning panels on each, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so... Whoa, what the hell? Interesting. So that's how this one works. It looks like there's more of them. We should keep looking. Okay, so on this wall it's those two. Oh boy. Okay, so that. That. I'll just do a 3-star. This has 3, so that actually means that. And that. And that. 2. Wait, hold on. My rule was just anything above 2, so that would actually mean... Okay, so... Those 2, then those 3? Oh boy. Interesting. So it's like we're assembling the room. There's a binder behind the glass. Okay. Mm-hmm. Oh, but then this says that this and that do any more? I don't think so. Okay, so third from the bottom all the way to the right, and then these 3 just from the side. Interesting. Okay. Next wall. I know it's just about at wrapping up point, but frankly, I find this interesting.
Well, frankly, I want to wrap this up. So how about
all the numbers are at the bottom?
We can compromise and probably just watch or finish doing the walls and then stop there.
Yeah. All right. So 3. This one I'm uncertain of. Okay, so Tetris T above a square, a single, and then a 2x3. Okay. Is that not it? Oh? No, why would there be one there? Is that everything? That may well be everything. Looks like 4 purple books. Let's go through each one of them. Oh boy. What the? There's nothing written here. Huh? I mean, all the pages are blank. Are the other books the same? Let's have a look. Yeah, there's nothing. Blank. Huh? Something wrong? Is there something in that one? No, the pages are all blank. It's just... Just what? Well, there are some pictures put in between the pages back here. 3 of them, it looks like. Yeah, I found a picture of a blue dye, a picture of a green dye, and a picture of a red dye. You can view them by review them by visiting the archive. Alright, this should be the perfect place to save. Boy. Okay, everyone. Wrap it up point.
Yes, fun.
We've done all the big stuff. Now what's left is escaping.
And the endings.
The ending, yeah.
Finish this next week.
Yes. I'm excited for that shit.
Let's fucking do this! Yeah!
Sadly, we won't have a Balenciaga moment this time, I don't think.
Balenciaga!
I remember you just being so done with me after that.
You just did it and I'm like, for the love of God, babe, stop it.
Sadly, it wasn't the last thing he shouted.
I know, and I was just like, you were like, is this it? Is that all he's gonna say? And I'm like, God damn it, shut up. It's not done. Let him speak.
It was one more line, though. Only one.
Still.
Instead, it could have just been substituted with a scream. To be fair, that was the last sound Myrtle Snow uttered.
Anyway.
Sorry. Yes, anyway. That'll do it! Thank you all so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Please leave a like if you did. Subscribe if you want to see the finale. And Andrew, don't forget to tell them about the
live sex shows in Amsterdam.
Oh my god. No, what rings?
Wet rings? I didn't know we could do that on YouTube. Oh, hit the little bell for notifications on when Guy goes live. It's every Thursday and Sunday, and occasionally on other days, but those are special streams when we do stuff, but you can't come to those streams.
Those aren't really streams anyway.
Sure. So you say. Anyway, yeah, he streams with me on Thursdays and by himself on Sundays, and we do other stuff, but those videos haven't come out in 7 years.
Aw.
And
yeah, I need to fucking edit.
They probably aren't going to come out for another 7 years, you know. I think it's going to be funny by the next time we get a Coot video out. All our viewers who watch the originals are probably like 70. And they're like, oh, they finally put out another video.
On the internets.
Oh, come on, babe. It's been like 7 months.
I know. I need to fucking fix my editor or just fucking install a new one.
Yeah, seriously. Well, don't install a new one unless you know you're not gonna. Yeah, don't lose all the stuff you had.
Oh, I know. The thing with the old video editor, I didn't have any new videos edited. At least completed.
Anyway. Alright. Yay, we're almost there.
Yeah.
Alright. So, yeah.
Yeah. So thank you all so much for watching one last time. This is Guy Smith and
Julianne Morris. Also known as Andrew B.
Signing off. Until next time, take care. We'll see you guys. Bye!
Hey.
Just remember not to die up there. Goodbye.
Oh, God.
Obligatory reference. Bye.
Of course it is.